Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a really special car in. It's a G81 M3 wagon. Reese from R44 brought it, and he's kind of on a voyage to the US trying to build the car. And so where have you been so far, man?
So where I've been, we started in Miami. So the car actually docked in New York. We were gonna start it in New York, but we had to start at the bottom where the sunshine is and then work our way up and then over to the left. Yeah, started in Miami where the car actually was shipped here, completely stock. So it's a Brooklyn gray car underneath. It had 1,500 miles on it. We put it on a shipping container and then we've wrapped it. We put air ride on it and a set of crazy Vossens. So that's kind of our aesthetics, and then a full carbon kit from MHC, similar to actually what you got on your M2 there. And yeah, that's it. We saw a niche here where there was no G81s released to the US market. You guys were crying. We wanted to do something in America, a bit of a twist. We couldn't just ship a G80, whereas we can just buy one and there wouldn't be the full enjoyment with it. So yeah, we've got a touring, we're touring around the US, we're visiting shops that we work with mutually and that work with brands that we work with, just to really kind of have fun, enjoy ourselves, have a good time really. So we've been in Miami, we went to a company called Slammered. So they're like a specialist in air ride, which we then use their unit to wrap the car. So we even flew our wrapper over because wrapping is, I'm so particular with things. Yeah. I wanted my wrap to be 10 out of 10.
Right. So this is a Nosetech, right?
It's a Nosetech. So we only wrap a Nosetech back home just because if we're gonna wrap, we want it to look like paint. So yeah, Jake came over, he did his thing as well as a short time frame, 4 days, wrapped it in 35-degree heat. It's nuts. So, but we just been to Titan Motorsports in Orlando, about half an hour from here. And we done loads of CSF stuff. So we done inlet manifold, transmission cooler, heat exchanger, fuel pump, low pressure fuel pump, and then a fuel flex port injection system, injectors, all for hardware. So we're gonna mirror what we have on our G80 back home. We're actually flying our tuner out as well. So we're trying to keep it UK flavor with some companies we work for the US.
So you guys installed the same heat exchanger and everything that we did on our M2.
Yeah.
This is a manual car, so this actually has the trans cooler, it's got the heat exchanger, and then you did the manifold, which is the same manifold that we did on our Santorini build, but they have kind of a cool finish because it's just the polished, right? The polished aluminum.
I have bespoke like a Mexico blue on my G80, which is cool, but it looks a bit too much for me. I wanted it raw, but then I did my F80 with CSF and they did a frozen finish on it and it looked amazing and I was sold. So it's like a frozen lacquer. So it's raw billet with a frozen lacquer on the top. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, it super stands out. And then, so that prepped it. And then you guys actually shipped the ECU to Femto. Did the unlock, and now it's tuned, fully unlocked. And so car's here. So now we're gonna do Catted Downpipes, which are the Sport Cat downpipes, which are here. And then we're gonna do the Titanium R44 exhaust. What else are we gonna do?
Yeah, so you actually laughed at me when I came in, because I cleaned this morning on my way here. My Vossens, they're like my pride and glory. They're just beautiful, but they're actually they're raw, machine, rubbed down, lacquered finish, but obviously they're now black, which we can show you guys later. But yeah, you laughed at me and said, what pads are you running? So you've given me some of your kind of pads.
These are the SP1. They're low dust, more bite pads that we've been developing. The reason I laughed is because I literally have the same exact conversation with customers every single day on M2s and M3s and M4s complaining about the wheels. Because most people wash their car before they bring it to us because we're doing mods and we're doing aesthetics, and the wheels are black when they come. So we're gonna do our pads on this so that they can go drive all the way up to Chicago at IND, they can drive all the way over to SEMA, and then they're gonna not have this dust issue.
And we'll have them in the UK, so if anybody is watching this channel, I think I'm gonna take some home. We're pairing them up with the EBC rotors, so if you see the rotors, and it's something that you like, the EBC, they are based in Las Vegas here in the US. EBC two-piece rotors that are floating bell, so you can pretty much give them as much abuse with these pads, for example, and you won't buckle them. So we're gonna pair them up, and I think that'll be like a killer combo for munching miles. And then we've got the Sports Cats, the titanium system. This is our system, which is available through you guys. It's 16 kg.
Isn't there one other part that we're installing though? What was that? The the paddles.
Mind my suitcase.
Let's open up the hatch. Yeah, what else we got in here? Oh, some Crocs too.
So we picked these up at Disney edition with the holes as Mickey Mouse. Yeah, JQ paddles. So I've had these I'm a lover for them. So they're a magnetic paddle shifter. These are the adjustable ones. So you can adjust all the throw as well. So you can see adjust there.
That's cool. So these have the actual physical clicking of the paddle.
You can hear it. And then you can hear a compressor as well. But so you can hear them, but we'll get them installed. It's something that I brought over. So we actually distribute these over in Europe. They're based in California, this company, JQ Werks. They're just beautiful. The packaging's beautiful. Everything about them, I love them. You even get, in the box, you even get some smaller paddles. So with the F series, you get a smaller paddle from factory. So if you want to pair them up, these are the G series. So they actually mirror the same design as a G series.
Which is nice, because I don't like those 12-inch.
No, we don't need that.
No.
And we'll show you when we install them. We'll go into the finer details why they're good for
so this gets rid of the mush that the paddles have from the stock. These has a click. You know you're changing the gears. It's super feedback. It's I was just saying to him, this is exactly like the Wysock new GT3 RSs have the magnetic paddle upgrade.
They come from like sim racing, so in lockdown areas, sim racing. They're really cool. They're good value for money. They've got a lifetime warranty as well. So they're gonna go on, but we've got bigger fish to kind of fry.
All right, so let's get the car up in the air. Peyton's gonna help us out. We're gonna get the downpipe and exhaust on, and we'll show you guys all the process. All right, so one thing I wanted to point out about the R44 Titanium Exhaust is obviously the weight. This literally weighs nothing. The cool thing is it has 2 silencers in here, and it has an H-pipe design. So it's a little bit different from our mid-pipe design. It's a little bit different from other exhausts that are out there. The whole thing is titanium. It has really neat matte finished carbon tips. They're kind of slanted. So this look is kind of more aggressive than we're used to. I know we've done the Akrapovic on the M2 and the M3. I think we've done a couple other mufflers here and there, like Active and whatever. They have more of a standard round. These are a little bit aggressive tips, just kind of a more fun exhaust. They're actually testing a little bit of new designs with the Touring. We have these on the website, so be sure to check them out. So the other nice thing about the R44 system is it uses the factory valves. It actually has valves built into the system, just like the OEM does. So all of the valves will work just as OEM, and you can actually put in a controller to be able to control the valves independently from the stock. Just a nice touch from the R44 guys.
All right, what's happening, everybody? We are now up with the front. It's now brake time. Obviously, these are the EBC 2-piece rotors. I think they look beautiful, they're functional, they're a key part. PSI pads. So I'm just gonna run through the install. First step I do is grease it up. So Peyton's given me some of his special potion. Put all the contact points, lube them up, make sure you do both sides of the pad, like both pads. Then you want a 14mm socket, remove these 2 nuts, pull the caliper apart. Before that, you can space the pads apart either with like a flathead, but I like to pull them off and then space them after. Take the pins out and then put it all back in the same way. So we're gonna run you through now. The main thing is you just use contact here, lube them all up so you don't get any squeaking, and then use some new nuts. So these 14mm nuts that come off, ideally the best thing is to use new ones and a bit of Loctite and torque them up. But yeah, let's have a look, get some B-roll of me wrenching them on. So yeah, let me go wrench this now and we'll catch you in a sec. What's happening, everybody? So it's just me now. Sean's wrapping up his day here at PSI. Man, it's been a crazy experience being here, working with you guys. For me, being a UK guy in this area, we've had a few little faults that we had to do. We had an issue with our door card because when we wrapped the car, we were on and off with the doors. So we blew a fuse actually. So that's now been resolved. So a big shout out from myself to PSI for being able to just run ISTA proper, connected to the internet ISTA. But yeah, the last piece to this puzzle before we outro this and show you guys how it looks outside and how it sounds. We have the JQ paddles, so let's get into the fit.
All right, so that wraps up all the G81 stuff that we were able to accomplish today. Long day, right? It's supposed to be short, now it's long.
Hot as well.
Yeah, it's really hot
You guys
here.
didn't tell me that.
That's what you get, it's Florida. So we wrapped up the full exhaust. We did the downpipes and the full titanium R44 exhaust. We did the PSI brake pads, so he has no more dust on his wheels. We'll be able to show that when you get to Atlanta and then Chicago. And then we did some diagnostic work on the car. We hooked up to the ISTA, did all that stuff. So thanks for bringing the car. It was great to be a part of it.
Sean, I would like to say a massive thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. Been in Florida for a few weeks now. We did your car a couple of weeks ago, but to bring my car into the workshop is pretty cool. You guys helped massively. Let us get on our road. We're gonna drive 6, maybe 8 hours tonight to Atlanta. But yeah, you did a great job. We've got the paddle shifters, some cool bits, but I'm sure we'll show you guys how it sounds. And yeah, if you need anything, anybody in the States, in Florida, hit up Sean and the team at PSI, get the R44 MHC parts, anything UK based, we can help
we'll
get
have it all
over
on the
here.
website. We'll post it down below in the comments. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next time.